In the last part of the video or the chapter, we are going to discuss about how to identify the ways that how values influence our decisions. This is quite a busy slide, but I will skip most of this because you have my PowerPoint slides to view on D2L. I want to mention about values. Something is very valuable to one person, it's probably worthless to another. So what kind of decisions we make depend on our values. There are a few concepts I want to mention here. One is trade-offs. Trade-offs is when we try to make decisions, we consider the pros and the cons, good or bad, benefits and the costs, gains and the loss. Those are the trade-offs. And I also want to emphasize incentives. Incentives could be positive or negative. For example, I say, hey, do this activity, I give you a bonus. That's a positive incentive. And I say, hey, if you are late, I'm going to deduct 5 points a day. That's a negative incentive, but they are both incentives. And my experience told me positive incentives sometimes work way much better than the negative incentives. It's easier to encourage somebody to say something than criticize on their mistakes, on their failures. I want you to go to this website. This is in our homework, footprintcalculator.org. You go there and calculate your footprint. I think my footprint used to be very high because I drive across the town to go to Kingwood to teach. And now I'm not driving because of the pandemic, so my footprint decreased a lot. And I'm considering probably moving closer to my working place. Anyway, this is a fun activity, and go ahead and you want to go to the website to calculate that, that'd be great. So this is a result from different nations. Okay, China has the biggest foot, and then United States, and then India. But, you know, to be critically thinking, if we examine the data here, China, 3.7 giga hectares per person, and total is 5.2 billion giga hectare total. So per person is 3.7, and if you look at the United States, it's 8.4. And if you look at those European countries, okay, and Australia, they're all higher than China. So China actually is not doing too bad. I think it has such a big food base because of the large population. I want to mention about the groups and organizations, how we influence our world and our peer and our community. We can join some social networks, and they are very powerful and they are more influential than individuals. And in this book, we are going to explore the big decisions related to population growth, food and agriculture impacts, energy types and the trade-offs. If you use solar power, what's the incentive, right? Consumption, waste, urbanization, and the land use, all those topics, big decisions we are going to explore altogether. What can I do? So hopefully after studying the first chapter, you'll learn a little bit about making good choices, and the decisions makes a huge impact on our environment. And I like what Apple says, to ask less of the planet, we ask more of ourselves. So it's our individual responsibility to take care of our environment. And the other things we can do is we participate in sustainability groups, offices, or plans on your campuses. And our voting has impact also. Sometimes it's just the 1 or 2 votes that decide who win the election. So if you are 18 years old, and please vote. Consider the role of opportunities that technology might play in sustainable development. We have plenty of opportunities to explore that in the later chapters. So this is the end of my videos.